guys, Angie Bell with Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay, what do we? Oh, please hit the the subscribe button. I think you're gonna like it here. Okay, let's get started right away. Annabelle doll at Nottoway Plantation. You know that plantation that had tons of slaves. It's one of the hugest ones in the South. Yeah, burnt to the ground. That's what I say about that. Anyway, there's a doll, I guess, and it's the doll is Annabelle doll, and supposedly that spirits go through that doll, and you know, spiritually ghostly things happen. So let's do an open read on that. And the energy of the House of White. Remember I asked you guys yesterday, I'd love to be a fly on the wall there. This is the fly on the wall reading. Okay. So Annabelle doll at Nottoway Plantation. Spirit, clear. Annabelle doll at Nottoway Plantation. Should I use Mystic Black Tarot? No. Should I use clear? Should I use Into Tarot? No. Should I use Gypsy Oracle? No. Should I use Twin Flame Awakened Path Tarot? Yes. Clear. Is there any other cards that would be better to use? Okay, so we're going to use the Twin Flame for that one. And energy of the House of White. We should be using true crime. Let's ask. Clear. Spirit. The energy of the House of White. Should I use true crime? Of course I should. Because you know when it comes to the Orange Man, it's nothing but criminal activity happening up in there. Okay? Him and all his clown show. Criminal activity. Okay. Keep that out because that's my... Okay. All right. So the first one is the Twin Path. This one here we're going to do first. And this is for the Annabelle doll at Nottoway Plantation. Okay? And see what it can tell us. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me shuffle. I'll be right back. Okay, so Annabelle doll at Nottoway Plantation. Causing havoc over there. A lot of spirits go through this doll. So let's do an open read. What's on the bottom? Nine of Wands. Is it Annabelle? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and this fell out. Ace of Cups. When I was shuffling. Ace of Swords. In the middle. And then let's do our first three cards here. All right. So let's get reading. All about Annabelle the doll at the plantation. Nine of Wands. Resilience, close to succeed, persistence, and fatigue. Okay, to me, they said resilience, close to succeeding, persistence, and fatigue. This means to me that the spirits there were persistent. That's why they were going through Annabelle, the doll. They were persistent until until that place burnt down. That was the final goal. And to let people know that went there, that we're having weddings and touring and all this. This is not a game. This is not a place to be doing that kind of crap. This needs to be burnt down. Ace of Swords. Who would want to have a wedding there? Or anything there, a party, with that kind of energy? I don't know. I guess I did read that they did try to hide it, that was a plantation. So not everybody knew that was there. They didn't know that was a plantation, some of them. If they took a tour, they knew. Okay, Ace of Swords. But some people had weddings and parties, they didn't know. Ace of Swords. Clarity and truth. New ideas. Victory and triumph. Beautiful. So that was their message. That was their goal. Clarity and truth. Victory and triumph. They wanted people to realize, clarify, and the truth. That place is horrible. My ancestors suffered their whole life there. It was disgustingly horrible. And they feel victorious and triumph when they were able to speak through Annabelle, but also when the house burnt down. The plantation. Ace of Cups. New love and feeling, emotional awakening, intuition, and spirituality. That just tells you right there, this was spiritual. That house burning down was spiritual. Hierophant. Traditional, higher learning beliefs. Again, traditional, higher learning beliefs. That's very spiritual. So again, this was spiritual. Seven of Swords. Hiding and avoiding, lying and trickery, deception and cunning. Oh, okay, I just got it. This was a message about two things. It was a message about this country. They like to hide and avoid. They like to hide, avoid, and lie and deceive people about slavery as if it wasn't that bad. That was called job training. I've heard that BS before. Whew. They could have been training people in a different way. You don't think you need to enslave them to give them skills. Also, it's talking about the people who were doing the weddings and the parties and all that at that house, and even the tours. They were hiding, avoiding, lying, deceiving people who were there, not letting them truly know about what happened there. And let me say something else. My ancestors came from Africa. They had skills, okay? They were great hunters. They were great warriors. A lot of them were really good potters, great dancers, great leaders, great farmers, herbalists. They already had skills, okay? So you're not giving them any skills. They had skills. Four of Swords, which you got for free when you enslaved them. Anyway, Four of Swords. Taking a break, relaxation, peace, self-reflection, resting. They can now rest. Now that house burnt down. Because this whole reading is about, it took a long time. Okay? How long has that plantation been there? So they are now taking a break. They're relaxing. They're at peace. They're resting. Oh, thank God. I feel like crying. Okay, don't cry, Angela. Oh my God, that really hit me. Why am I getting so emotional? Some of these readings. Oh my God. Some of these readings take it out of me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't know if I'm going to have to stop this or not. Okay, I think I'm going to be okay. All right. Let me try to keep going here. If I need to take a break, I'll stop it. Knight of Pentacles. You guys have to understand, my biggest gift with this whole thing is empath. I've always been an empath. I've always known I was an empath. I didn't know that I could read cards. I didn't know I had any psychic abilities at all. But the strongest thing I have is being an empath. I really feel other people's pain. I think that's why I get so upset when I see wrongdoings to other people. Like, it from my gut upsets me. From my gut, it upsets me. That's why I was so upset when that election was stolen from Kamala. She deserved that. Okay? It is her, it's a part of her soul contract. I've done a reading on it before. It's part of her soul contract. Okay? It's what she's supposed to be. She earned that. The Orange Menace, is he any of these things? She is college educated. Is he? No. She's an attorney. Is he? No. She was the AG of California, elected. Was he ever? No. She was a senator. Has he ever been a senator? No. She was the vice president of the United States. Chosen. He became the president the first and second time by stealing it. Makes me sick to my stomach. One thing I can't stand is injustice. Knight of Pentacles. Practical and reliable. Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, I got to get back into this. What am I even reading about at this point? Okay, Annabelle, the doll. Okay, at that plantation. Okay, let's keep going. Practical and reliable. Slow and steady. Committed and patient and conservative. That's what my ancestors were when it came to that plantation. How many hundreds of years have they been going through Annabelle, the doll, trying to let people know what happened there and how inhumane and horrible it was. They were practical and reliable. They were slow and steady. They were committed and patient. They were conservative. Okay. The World. Completion. Closing cycles. Achievement. This is beautiful. They feel like they completed and closed that cycle. They achieved what they were doing. It was to expose. Through Annabelle, they exposed. A lot of they kept using her to expose the horrible, hideous, devil-like things that happened at that plantation, and worked until it was burnt down. Burnt down twice. They got the fire out, and they knew it was out. A couple hours later, it ignited again. Knight of Cups. Charming and idealist. Determined, tactful, and graceful. That's them. My beautiful ancestors. Ace of Wands. Creativity and passion. New initiative. Inspiration. Beautiful. Yeah, they used their creativity. They talked through it all. They had passion. They had an initiative and inspiration. The Devil. That ends the whole thing. What the energy in that place was devil-like energy. If you're going to own human beings, you have devil-like energy. Obsession and addiction. Toxicity and excess. Codependency. There we go. I don't even need to clarify a damn thing about that read. That reading was beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, these my ancestors there, they did talk through that Annabelle doll because they were trying to get a message through. Okay, what happened here was disgustingly devil-like and horrible, and you shouldn't be having a wedding here or nothing. It should be burnt down. End of discussion. What do the young people say? Period. I've never said that before. Okay. I want to put this back in the way I left them. Okay. What's the next one I need to read about? Oh, I can't believe I almost got just upset about that. I'm good. I'm better now. You know what? Let's do some stuff here. Sorry, guys. I need to cleanse. I'm gonna use my clear quartz to cleanse. Some black obsidian to absorb negative energy. One more. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have stones in your life, get stones. And when you need them, know what the properties are of the stones, the powers, and use your stones. Be surrounded by your stones. Wear your stones. That's why I wear turquoise. This is actually turquoise. These are different colors of turquoise. And that's why I wear turquoise. I love turquoise. It absorbs negative energy. It's protective. It's all that. Okay. Major protective stone. I love that stone. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do the energy of the House of White. What cards did I say I was supposed to use? Oh, True Crime. Was it True Crime? I think it was True Crime. Let me make sure. Clear. Spirit. The energy of the White House. Should I use True Crime? Yeah, okay. I forgot. I'm sure it was True Crime. It's the Menace. Okay, let me shuffle. Oh, this is a True Crime. Let me shuffle and I'll be right back. Okay, the energy of the House of White. Before I do this, across my Alexa here, it just came by that Wendy Williams, she was in court today. I'm gonna listen to this when I'm done. She was in the courthouse today, and she'd been saying that the music industry, period, is super abusive. Okay, in every way, sexually, emotionally, mentally. And she has a lot to say, and she's been saying stuff, I guess, this entire time. But she's been, her life has been threatened, I guess, and all this. So, I don't know. You guys, let me know. Do you want me to do any readings on this Puff Daddy thing? I have been watching some things every day, a little bit here and there. It's just so disgusting, and it's so horrific that's why I don't really like reading on it. But I don't know. It's becoming to the point now where maybe I should start reading on it. Let me know what you guys think below about me reading on this Puff Daddy nasty, disgusting, devil-like behavior. The things I've heard, I'm like, horrible. Okay, let's just first get to the House of White. Energy, fly on the wall of the House of White. Abuse of power, abuse and neglect, abuse of power. Do we need to say anything else? Okay, we'll keep going. Social media. It has Facebook, but this is a muskrat in there destroying the country. Him and the Orange Menace. Where is the muskrat? He is quiet as a church mouse. I need to read on him. That fool is quiet. Okay, he ain't saying nothing. What the hell is this? Aliens? Are there literal aliens up in there? Because I think of muskrat as an alien. All right, we're going to ask questions. Okay, what I'm seeing with this, not the gift. It's all wrapped up in a nice little bow. Secrets. And this is how the Orange Menace likes to wrap up his secrets. He likes to wrap them up like, okay, let me for example, he's been telling me, he has a commercial out about his big beautiful bill saying we're just getting rid of waste, of government waste. That's it. But besides that, we're gonna protect Medicaid and Medicare, and we're gonna save this country trillions of dollars. It's all a lie. He's trying to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid. He is going to cause this country to be in debt trillions of dollars. Okay? So he likes to take his lies and make a beautiful commercial like this beautiful wrap present. But it's a present full of lies. This White House is going to have a tower moment. And that's, and we'll confirm, but the tower moment, we know what it is. His removal and the rest of those clowns. And a jail time for almost all of them. They are, okay, not literally, I don't believe, but they have a strangle. He has a stranglehold on most of the people there. Okay? He has goods on so many people there. Which is why they are there, some of them. And the other ones, like in Congress, he has a stranglehold on them because he thinks that he can primary them. But his power is becoming less and less. What does he have, like a 29% approval rating? So why haven't they realized that? It's only a 29% approval rating. He doesn't have that much power as he had before. Of course, there's fraud going on up in there. All kinds of fraud. Crimes, fraud. Oh, Lord. I got burial. Now, does the burial, is it literal burial, or is it like they're trying to bury evidence of their crimes? So let's confirm that when I'm done. Or is it both? Okay. Life insurance, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at this family in the hands. Their goal is to ruin the American dream. Ruin families. Why? For his little master. Putt-putt. Across the waters, across the ocean, across the seas. Putt-putt. I always get this card. There's people, Orange Menace included, there's people who are going to want to escape. There's people I'm getting right now that want to escape right now. Like, they hate it up in there. They want to leave. They want to travel. Like, be gone. Okay, let's ask some questions. We already know about the abuse and neglect card. We know about the muskrat. All right, let's ask about the Tower card. Spirit, the Fire card, which is my Tower card. Is that saying the Orange Menace is going to be removed from office? As I said, it's already going. Yes. Clear. Spirit, are his clowns going to be removed also? Yes. Clear. Spirit, all of them? Yes. Clear. Spirit, is the Orange Menace going to jail? Yes. Clear. Is he going to be removed for stealing the election? Yes. Clear. Are a lot of his clowns going to be arrested? Yes. Clear. Let's ask this. Clear. Spirit, is J.D. Vance going to be arrested? No. Clear. Is that because he's a narc? Yes. I've always got he's a narc. That everything he's playing a big role. And he's been helping them. Let's just make sure. Again, clear. Spirit. Is Vance working with the powers to be, Kamala, Biden, Obama, and all the rest of them? Yep. He's working with all of them. I've gotten, because he's scared as hell. Okay? He's scared for his life. He's scared for his family. Like, he knows, like, this is not going to end well. So he's making his deal now. That's what I've gotten this whole time. Okay. Okay, we got to ask about this strangulation card. Clear. Spirit. Are people actually getting strangled in the White House? Okay, good. No. Clear. Spirit, does this card mean that the Orange Menace has a stranglehold on many people in that White House? Yes. Clear. Spirit, he is threatening with information on them? Yes. Clear. Okay. Okay, now the burial. Clear. Spirit, are there actual people being buried in the White House? No, thank God. Okay. Clear. Spirit, are they trying to bury evidence of what they're doing? Yes. Oh my God. As I look at it, it's gonna hit me in the face. Okay. Yes on that. This card here. Spirit, is it the Orange Menace's goal to ruin families and the United States? Yes. And is this all for his master? Clear. Spirit, is this for his master? Putt-putt. One more question. Clear. Clear. Spirit, are there a lot of people in the White House who hate working there? Yes. Clear. Specifically the ones, the clown show that are in his administration. Do a lot of them hate it there? Clear. Do they want to leave? Yes. Okay. It's a lot of what we thought, but it's just confirming. Okay. There's crimes going left and right up in there. Like, it's a house of crime. It's a house of crime. It is a house of crime. At least people aren't getting killed and buried. Jesus. The things we read about. It's unbelievable. Okay. Let's end on a positive note. We're going to do magical messages from the fairies. And I love fairies. Love them. Just love them. Okay. Oh, I don't need, just gonna take the one off the top. I don't need, wait, what is this? Yeah, this is the top here. Okay. All right, so I just took the one right off the top. Walk away. Look at that beautiful fairy. Walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. This card can make me cry. Why am I getting so emotional today? It's the truth, though. I had to do this, okay? It involved family, and I had to walk away. It was the most horrific thing I've had to go through, okay? Horrible. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just talking about my experience. And when I did that, it was painful. At the same time, it was the best decision I made for myself. Your life will go straight up. The people that surround you that are negative and doing negative things to you and negative energy, it'll make you go straight down. Because when you get rid of that energy, get rid of those people, your life goes straight up. I hate to say it, but it's true. All right, you guys. So that's a really powerful message. And I've heard from I always hope, now I'm older. I always hope from older people, get the negative people out of your life. Or I'd hear people saying, I'm about getting all the negative people out of my life. And I'm always like, God, how mean, how rude. No, it's not. You're saving your sanity and your happiness. All right, you guys, that is it. So whoever needed that message, please take that message, okay? Okay. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, comments or questions, leave them below. Anything you want me to read about, leave it below. Make sure you do something to make yourself happy today. I am. I'm doing some crafting, some art and something today. And like I do every day. And love, peace, and happiness. And I'll see you guys shortly for my last video. All right. Bye, guys.